Last chance for the 2-player playthrough of this video game.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to remember if I ever really used the link cable for much. I think maybe I... Oh. Communication error.
Alright, I guess that's it then.
R.I.P.
You could take over main player duty, shut that off.
Ooh. Are you gonna put that in to show that didn't work?
Yeah. Well, maybe as a bonus part or something. Welcome, everybody.
Hello, for the first time.
Yes, we certainly did not have a horrifying failure before we started recording this now, but this is Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland for the Game Boy Advance, a kind of, I'd say almost forgotten remake for the Game Boy Advance of Kirby's Adventure for the NES. That's the thing is, Kirby's Adventure is oddly beloved relative to the rest of the series, because, like, I'd say, like, some of the best games are, like, I don't know, Kirby Superstar, Kirby Return to Dreamland. I know, I probably even like Kirby 64 better than this game, but it's... What are you doing?
Can you hear that?
No, I can't really, because...
Oh, okay, I can't hear it either.
Well, do you have your headphones in?
Yeah. I can't hear the sound effects.
That is really bizarre.
But why can't you hear it?
Well, because it's so loud that it, like, drowns me out, so
Okay.
So I just sort of have them dangling from my shirt so I can kind of hear it.
Okay. So as long as the audience can hear it.
Yeah. Thanks for that, by the way. Yeah, I guess let's get started. Eric, I swear to God, I will take your controller privileges away.
We've got 150 to go. Relax.
This is not what I envisioned when I invited him over today.
Okay. Alright, I can hear the music. But I can't. Okay, sorry, what cool stuff were you saying again? Go on.
Just go ahead and start the game.
Wait,
but yeah, this is a remake of Kirby's Adventure.
Do we need to see the intro cutscene?
Probably not. We could
but
probably...
it's important!
Okay, then. Fine.
It's important lore. Go tell your intro cutscene.
Yeah, well, this... I've always thought that some of the better Kirby games were Robobots, Return to Dreamland, Kirby Superstar is, like, probably the best classic Kirby game. But, you know, there are several people who have told me that they love Kirby's Adventure, and this game specifically, this remake, is, like, their favorite one, including you.
Well, I will say, part of it is obviously going to be nostalgia, but
Yeah.
I think this is just, like, a perfect balance of it's just kind of, like, streamlined, the scope is really good, it's fast and not completely trivial, but, I mean, it's obviously not super hard or anything.
Yeah.
It's just like a very solid game without any chaff, kind of.
Yeah.
But I also acknowledge that it doesn't have as many powers, the powers that it does have aren't as complex. If you like not Superstar Saga. You know what I fucking mean.
Yeah.
You know, got all the different game modes. It doesn't have some of the modernization, so I get it. I get both views.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say it's just like very solid Kirby is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna finally start the game.
Yeah. Well, that was,
We'll do the first 125 sounds later.
Yeah, like, it used to be a thing, on Game Mavericks for Ethan would be like, I want to play Kirby's Adventure for the show, because it's one of my favorite NES games, and it'd be like, we can't play that, we gotta play the superior remake for the Game Boy Advance. No, I want to play the NES version. I want to play the GBA version. So finally, when he came over here in 2023, I just was the bigger man and let him play the NES version on Game Mavericks.
Bigger man. Alright, well that confirms it's not the online, it's your fucking flash cart.
Interesting. Alright, let's actually get started, finally.
Hold on.
No!
Don't you dare cut this out.
I'm cutting all of this out. There's no...
Michael, tell us about the Icy Lake.
Well, it's a level in Missed Bones that comes after the Little People Village. Where you save the dwarves from spiders that come down from the ceiling. And Eric spent like an hour and 40 minutes on it because he refused to look it up.
Hear that?
No. Because I don't get sound effects in this ear for whatever reason.
It's like the loudest fucking explosion sound, Kirby explosion sound ever. Okay. Alright.
You know what that means. He's saving the other 15 for later.
That's right.
Well, this is... Now that this playthrough is already officially a disaster, let's get started.
This is cool. Oh my god, it sounds so good. But you hear what it sounds like?
Yeah. That is weird.
But now I'm reliving my childhood now.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, this is the same copy we've had since 2002 or whatever.
Probably. It feels like one of those old... You ever have those old Game Boy Advance carts that's like a little fucked up, and it's like, it's a little warped, a little twisted.
Yeah.
Got a little extra texture to it.
I always wonder how, like, when you go to like a retro game store and it's like, oh, we've got a copy of Pokemon Emerald, but the label was ripped off somehow. But it's like, we're still charging $158 for it because it's Pokemon. People will pay whatever irrational price we put on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like a little 7-year-old chewing on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of insane. Like, I swear to God, I saw a copy of Pokemon Emerald for $800 the other day. It was insane. This is one of the weird differences between the versions, is that the minigames are completely different. Except for the Quick Draw one. Except the NES Quick Draw
That's the fucking explosion noise in the sound test.
That one?
Yeah. I know you can throw it the other way, but I don't remember how to. I
think it depends on when you time the button or something. By the way, that's Gooey from Dreamland 3, if I'm not mistaken.
By the way, I don't remember all the secrets.
Well, I can help you with that.
And also, I know it'll look like I'm terrible because I'm getting hit a lot. That's actually advanced...
You're just begging?
No. That's advanced RNG manipulation. And you'll see what happens at the end, trust me.
Okay.
Every time I get hit, it's actually intentional.
Okay, I guess this is Eric's pro speedrun strats. He's gonna use damage boosting to get past certain parts of the game.
Michael, do you know what a cosmic bit flip is?
Is that something about, like, background radiation from the sun causing a bit to flip or something?
Yes. This,
I think I have heard of this before.
There's infamous people... There's this, like, footage from Mario 64 of a speedrun where a guy... Or maybe, I don't even know if it was a speedrun.
Is it that Press A guy who's like, oh, can you make it to the top of Womp's Fortress without pressing the jump button? Because that's totally why people play video games.
They're different concept. Let's watch Rolling Rocks. That's basically like a film that you should watch because it's got a plot. But no, there's just some footage of, like, in Mario, he like upwarps randomly, and people were like arguing whether it's a cosmic bit flip or if it was manipulated fetish content. And so essentially, it's in the air. And I was wondering if you were a believer of the cosmic bit flip.
That seems exceedingly unlikely that cosmic radiation caused
that's the
a bit
argument.
flip. But what's this about fetish content? I don't understand what that means in this context.
I'm just a little verbal flavor. Are there any? I feel like there's a secret in this level, but I don't remember.
Well, I'll be able to point them out to you. I'm surprised that I remember them better than you do.
I might remember when I see them, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to forget. I mean,
there's a couple that are pretty arcane, but like when you went in that first level to get the UFO, like I didn't remember that.
This is one of the weird things about this game. I guess weird in retrospect is that
there's one down here, right?
I think it's the next one. It's one of these. Or maybe that's a different level.
See, that's the thing. Is like I don't remember some of them.
Yeah, there'll be like a weird shadow under the rock in the case, but yeah. Is that for, in this game, burning and fire are two separate abilities? which they later combined into one ability in Superstar, and I guess 64 only has burning, but it also has that weird combination mechanic that...
I like that system, but that game is kind of... It's like slow and kind of annoying the way some of the shards work, but...
Yeah, that's where it's like, oh, you just have to guess what combination of stuff in this level might break this wall.
I'm trolling. You think I'd get that timing right every time after my long history of Kirbying.
I noticed that you have a habit of faking it until you make it.
Yeah, and people love it. I didn't see. I'm sure everybody was very impressed by my performance in Mario Kart Wii, or not Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart World.
Yeah. They were like, "Why don't you play Knockout Tour and have already memorized all of the wall grinding
here
tech?"
comes the sensitivity again. Michael, they just don't understand that it's RNG manipulation.
Like at that point, folks, I've still only played mostly the free roam. That's my favorite part of the games. So I've learned more about things like trying to... Donkey waffles. I've learned more about wall running stuff, because, I don't know, there are like plenty of shortcuts and stuff in the tracks if you know where to look for them, and some of the P-switch stuff teaches you how to do that, so... But, no, I had not memorized all the speedrunning tech, or whatever, for, because apparently this is a thing with that game specifically, is they have those intermissions where you drive from stage to stage, and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat, the way that all the tracks interconnect and stuff, and how apparently if you play online, there are more intermissions that you don't get to see in just the Grand Prix if you play single player. Because, like, it'll, you know, like, any 4 combinations of tracks will have an interlude between them, potentially.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Mario Kart traditionalists absolutely hate it.
Hold on, let me just point out that you can stun like that. That boss doesn't just sit there. He can attack you, believe it or not. You wouldn't think so. But for the intermission thing, I think it's because the shortcuts aren't as interesting, and you can't really get ahead, because everybody can just kind of take the shortcuts, so it makes sandbagging too powerful, and it's kind of boring.
Yeah. Well,
if you're playing Knockout Tour or you're more casual, then it's like it's more of a if you want to play online and shit, and then it gets old at driving mostly in a line.
Well, apparently I was not aware of this, and I really should have guessed that this might be a thing.
Fuck!
People just like play time trial over and over to memorize all the tech or whatever to get the objective fastest route through all of the courses or whatever, and then everybody's doing that. And that's part of the reason they hate the intermissions, is because there's so many of them. You can't play the intermissions specifically in time trial to just crack it off until you get it perfect.
I think it's if you want to play tracks, and the problem is you go online and if you want to play tracks, there's no option. That's the problem. You can it'll show up, it'll give you 3 options, and like 3 of them will be intermissions, like over half the time.
Right.
So if you want to play tracks, there's no option. You just gotta play the other kind. And it's not just about sweating. I don't know. I do agree that people get a little up in arms, as they always do with this kind of stuff, but I don't think there's no merit to it either.
Well, it just reminds me of the old phrase, given the opportunity, players will optimize all the fun out of your game. That classic phrase.
Yeah. Well,
like, just the idea of, I'm going to perfect the objective fastest route through every track in the game. Like, I know players should be free to enjoy games how they want, but it's kind of like so far removed from how I would have played that game. That's kind of difficult to imagine. This is kind of the weirdest one. Like, the graphics are so strange.
Fuck, I'm trolling.
Eric, when you're fucking up and hitting the spikes sometimes, is that also RNG
Do you think
manipulation?
I would have won if I didn't? there's your answer. The answer is yes.